Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Crusader Kings 2, Let's Play Salerno. This is probably going to be the last episode of this Let's Play because at this point, while there's some unfinished business, basically I've hit critical mass. I mean the Dongfengi dynasty is too big. The emperor is as an empire, I'm already too big. And if you check it out, right? We are among the independent states. We are the fourth largest. And whereas before I was half the size of, say, the Byzantine Empire or Hispania, maybe a third the size of, Arabia. I think I had like 190 some holdings. The Holy Roman Empire now has 357 holdings. I'm on par with these guys. He's still almost twice as big, but he's not very effective at using his troops. And if you look at troop levels, I'm basically just slightly below the other three empires. And I can easily make headway against them, especially against the Muslims, because I have holy orders I can use. I mean, if ever I go to war with them, summon a holy order. And my income is enough to support both holy orders and and a lot of my troops. I don't know all my troops. Yeah, probably all my troops even. So that, and of course, mostly I'm going to be using levies from my vassals. So without much further ado, let's go and look around the world and see. And let's talk about what it is that's unfinished, some unfinished business for me. So first thing is, I really want to take back these three counties. I already took back Ferrara, but I want to take back these three counties before I vassalize the Pope. And vassalizing the Pope's so easy. I just say, oh no, I need to change the laws. Okay, so I need to change to free investiture, and then I will be able to turn one of my vassal bishops into the anti-pope. And once he's the anti-pope, I can just I can then press his claim on Rome, on the papacy, and basically press his claim, win the war, and the Pope becomes my vassal. And after that, you can basically claim everything that is Catholic. You can say, oh, I want this county right here, and then you can hit the claim button, and the Pope will agree to it because he's your vassal. Pretty much automatically agree to any claim you want, as long as you have the piety, which obviously isn't difficult to get. Not if you're holy warring the Umayyads and the Arabian Empire, whoever is in charge of the Arabian Empire. Hassan has been, I've beaten him up so many times that since his youth all the way until his old age. It's kind of funny, really. This particular character just got beaten up by me so many times. He still has the largest realm, 640 some holdings or whatever, but he's not been very good at moving his troops about. And the Umayyads I've kind of cut them down by a little bit. They're still strong, but they're not nearly as strong as they used to be. And of course, the other unfinished business I need to take care of, that I wanted to take care of, not need to, but is that I have this whole kingdom full of non-dynasty members. The Middle Francia, like all these. They don't belong here, right? So, but that's easy to deal with once I vassalize the Pope. I can just, you know, get a claim from the Pope and then revoke all the titles I want. That's not too difficult to do. So not much, you know, basically as this super strong empire, and I'll always be able to, you know, using elective inheritance law, I will always be able to find an heir that's really good, right? Like, for example, this heir right here, you know, 20 martial, 10 stewardship, 13 diplomacy. I mean, I'll always be, and he's strong too. I'll always be able to find somebody who's really good. So my empire is probably not going to fall apart. There's, I don't remember the last time there was a revolt. I don't think in this entire playthrough there has been any revolt. I mean, besides the ones where I try to revoke their titles and they rebel against that, or I try to arrest them and they rebel against that, which is, you know, what I wanted them to do actually. I mean, there hasn't been a faction rebellion against me that I can recall. If there was, it was really minor. But there's no threats to me at all. I mean, the strongest threat to me would be the Byzantine Empire, because they have more troops and their troops are better, and I wouldn't be surprised if he has cataphracts. Yeah, see, he has retinue upkeep, so he has retinues. He has heavy cavalries, so that means cataphract. So he probably bought some cataphracts, and I cannot use the holy orders against Christians, even the Orthodox. You can use them against heresies, but not against Orthodox or, you know, another Catholic. So another thing to look at that I really enjoy looking at is the ledger, which no, not the ledger, but the chronicle. The chronicle chronicles tells you about your dynasty, every member of your dynasty, or every character you've played. Actually, not every member of your dynasty. Every character you play, and what the major happenings, major things that happen during his play. But it's not true. A lot of times they gloss over certain things, but nevertheless, it's kind of cool to look at. You know, like Duke Dolfer went to war against Duke Archus III of Benevento, the son of the liege, the former liege of my character Dolfer, which was actually a Count Dolfer before. It was Count Dolfer of Salerno. And then if you go all the way to the end, it'll get to the part where I'm the emperor. That's always cool to look at. I like looking at this. Although they really could improve it. I mean, there's no stats. There's very little information here. It just says you go to war with this guy. It doesn't say why you went to war or what you got out of the war. Like Holy War for Barcelona. It doesn't say Holy War for Barcelona. It just says, oh, Emperor Hilderic the Holy Roman Empire went to war against Basilius Hierotheos, and it doesn't say what it was all about or what I got out of it. So that's sadly the Chronicle isn't as good as it could be. One other thing I was going to do was, in fact, I was planning to go to war against the Byzantines to I was going to create the Kingdom of Sicily and then go to war. Because right now I don't have any claims against the Byzantine Empire, right? But if I create the Kingdom of Sicily, bam, suddenly I have all these claims. I can now declare war on him for de jure claims on Amalfi, Arborea, Brandison. Well, I could always declare war for Arborea, right? But not these, not Brendison or whatever this place is. Oh no, that's Italy. That's Leger Italy. But what I really want is, of course, Siracusa, Malta. Those are the claims I want to fabricate. I mean, I want to press because I was planning to move my capital down to Messina or Palermo. I think Messina is actually better because I can put more cities here. It's all cities, and the tech here is higher because that was the capital he had, and he had somehow given away Palermo to a vassal, and so the tech in Palermo is much lower than this. At the same time, Salerno has the best tech of all my counties, naturally, because that was my capital since the beginning of the game. But eventually I was going to move here because this is 6-county duchy of Sicily. These are 6 counties, and each of these counties are going to, besides the capital itself, which I will have 50% extra troops, right? Because of the its capital county, right? The other counties will give me a bonus, the 25% duchy, capital duchy bonus. So all these, there will be 5 other counties that will have plus 25% troops because of the or levies because of the of that bonus. So rather than right now, I only have 1 county that can get it, and not only that, every county in the Duchy of Sicily is a coastal county, and none of them are small, right? All of them are at least 4 holdings, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4 holding, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 holding, and so that's the smallest. Toronto's a 4 holding county. Amalfi is a 4 holding county, and then you get these 5 holdings, right? I have a 5 holding. This is a 5 holding, and this is 6 holding. So this is another 5 holding. So I can't really lose if I move my capital duchy to Sicily. So that was eventually what I was going to do, and maybe at some point I'll pick up the game again and I'll do all these things. But right now, I really don't feel the inclination. It's basically I'm too powerful. I've reached critical mass and nobody's a threat. So even though I am the smallest of the 4 empires, I'm still so strong. And as a player, I know how to place against the computer. So it's not really a big challenge, especially they're having a holy war for not a holy war, but the crusade for West Francia. I mean, this crusade could easily succeed. I don't plan to help him. I don't plan to help this guy win because I would gain nothing from him because he's the king of West Francia. He's just going to get all this territory, and suddenly he's going to be really, really powerful. I mean, he's fairly powerful, but he only holds 3 out of 6. So what he's probably going to do is he's going to give away all these counties and take back Paris as his capital county at some point, and he'll have his full 6 somewhere in here. But without me, the Catholic world is actually pretty weak, and probably can't beat the Umayyads, even weakened as they are, because they're going to replenish after they lose their troops. Even right now with 10,000 troops, I don't know if the Pope can, if West Francia and Pope and Saxony have enough troops to do that. Although I think my vassals might join them, independent of me. And if that's the case, probably, West Francia will return into Catholic hands, at which point it'd be more of a hassle to get it. I'd have to spend piety to get claims on it from the Pope to take this territory. But It's no big deal. I still have all this to Holy War. So there's a lot of room for expansion, and I can still grow, but it's not something I feel I'm that currently interested in playing. So thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this series, and please let me know what you think in the comments. Goodbye.